Hey, come on in. I've been waiting for you. Welcome to my home. The door is always open, and you're always welcome. The coffee's hot, and the cookies are fresh, and I feel like having a nice conversation with somebody. Come on in. We want to talk a little while. This afternoon, I just want to talk about be. When I was a little girl, a long time ago, maybe in the second grade in public school or the third grade, we had a singing program, a cantata, and I got to dress up like a bee. Maybe there were 5, 10 of us, and we all dressed up like bees, black and gold, and I thought, oh, I look so ridiculous. But that was the whole idea, to be bees. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about bees. And sometimes we have a list that says to-do list. I think we should have one that says to-be list. The Bible talks about being. And I've been looking up some verses, and I find that he wants us to be careful. He wants us to be doers of the word. He wants us to be still and know that I am God. And he wants us to be like Jesus, like him. And so we have this list. Be. How's your be list? Are you busy with the other one, to-do list? Oh my goodness, we're never done with that. We have a to-do list that'll reach for the next week. But I think Jesus wants us to be in his presence, to be quiet, to be still and hear his voice. When I was just a little girl, I was one of 7 kids, and it got pretty noisy sometimes. And we all sat down for supper, and Dad would say, everyone quiet. We want to pray and thank God for this food. Quiet. And so it was quiet. And we bowed our head and thanked God for the food. So I want to know, are you doing? Are you running here and there? Are you busy working for Jesus, but you're not being with him? You're not in his presence. And sometimes he wants to say to you, sit down, I want to talk to you. Sit down, I want to just look at you. I remember when I hadn't seen my dad for a long time, and I went up to Northwest Minnesota, and he said, sit down, I'll serve the coffee. I just want to look at you. I haven't seen you for a long time. And maybe our Father wants to look at us. He wants to look at his girls and say, I like when you want to be with me, when you're not so busy running here and there. Sometimes you can be way too busy even doing good things, even serving the Lord. Sometimes people make obligations that are way beyond our capability, and they go to a meeting every night of the week. And I say, when do you have your quiet time? When do you have a Sabbath rest? When do you have a time when you're just sitting by the still water or lying down in those green pastures? When? When I was a little girl, we liked to lay outside in the green grass and look up at the clouds and imagine that there were animals, or imagine even that there were funny people. But we could watch the clouds for hours at a time, it seemed. We were happy to just be little girls. And on a side, I want to tell you mothers, let your kids be kids. Don't sign them up for everything. They don't have to be in every program. They don't have to be in every sport. Let them be children. Let them be creative. Let them run and play. And so I want to say, Jesus wants us to be, not so much to do. There are times when I want to take my to-do list and shred it in 100 pieces and say, enough already. I want to be. And so let's look at one verse in Ephesians 4:32. Here's the B verse. Be kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, has forgiven you. So here it says, be kind. Are you kind? Are you kind when you go to the store and you see people with masks and you say, why? Haven't you been vaccinated? Why are you wearing it? Are you kind? Do you have to say anything? Do you have to give an irritated look? No, you can be kind. Jesus said we should be kind one to another, tenderhearted, not difficult to be around. There's another verse in the Bible that says, be careful how you live. How are you living? What is your day-by-day life like? Do you go into the store and make a big scene? Do you try on clothes and leave them on the floor so that the sales lady has to pick them up? Are you harsh? Are you impatient when you're in line for food? Come on, be kind. Be kind. I remember years ago my husband preached one time and he had everybody in the Spanish-speaking church saying all at once, hermanos, be nice. Just be nice. Be a nice person to be around, and that's not a bad thing.
Digan conmigo, no seré áspero. Seré nice.
To remind us to be nice. So I want to know today, are you a bee? Are you a busy bee? Are you a bee that runs and spins and moves all day long? Or are you a bee that will sit quietly and be like Jesus? When I was a little girl, this is going to be a long time ago, but there was a song we sang. Be like Jesus, this my song. In the home and in the throng, be like Jesus all day long. I will be like Jesus. And I remember singing that as a little girl. I want to be like Jesus. How was he? Was he easily irritated? He had these fishermen that were his disciples. Did he get irritated with them when they didn't catch a message? Did he get irritated? Or was he kind? He was kind to the woman caught in adultery. He was kind to the blind man who called out for sight. He stopped and healed him. So be like Jesus. This my song, in the home and in the throng, all day long. Jesus didn't always respond. Sometimes he was quiet. It's not necessary to respond to everything. Be like Jesus. Choose your words wisely. Listen more, speak less. Love always. Be a bee this week.